speaking test of International English Language Testing System taking place on Thursday, 8th of December 2022 at Hybrid Edu, Thodupuzha. The center number is 1024. The candidate is Bibin Baby and the candidate number is 860960. The examiner is Sushmita Sabu and the examiner number is 8022. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
May I know your full name?
My full name is Bibin Baby and you can call me Bibin.
Okay. May I see your passport?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bibin, where do you come from?
I come from Thodupuzha, a small town in Idiki district of Kerala.
Okay. So, do you have many friends?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends and they are a big part of my life and I really love them a lot.
Okay. How often do you talk to your friends?
Actually, I have a group of close friends and we usually talk on a daily basis. So, yeah, we talk on a it's become a daily routine of talking to my close friends.
Okay. How do you usually communicate with your friends?
Most of the time we communicate through WhatsApp messages, but yeah, if there is any important things, we definitely have calls.
Okay. Do you think it makes things easier in a friendship if you have similar interests?
Of course, because when we have similar interest, our talks go with in hours, and we will understand a lot of things that we don't know with while we are talking with a person with similar interest.
Okay. What kind of people do you like to have as friends?
In such a way, I would like to have friends who is mostly funny people. Also, they should have a serious concern with their life.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, I like most of the time I would like to have friends with a lot of fun, because the main purpose of having friends is to chill.
Okay. Do you think friends are more important than family?
No, I don't, because families are the people who make us grow up. So we should definitely have more priority to family than friends. So I think families, for the weight of family is a little bit more than friends.
Okay. Now moving on to the second part of the IELTS speaking test. So here is your task card.
Okay.
And you have 1 minute to prepare, and your time to prepare starts now. Okay. Okay, and now your time is up.
Okay.
You may start speaking.
Yeah. Recently my phone got broke down and I had to buy a new phone from the market. So I made a lot of research and finally I decided to buy a brand new iPhone. I know that it was much more costlier than I expected, but I want to own an iPhone. It was cost around 70,000 rupees, which is more than my affordability, and also I postponed the decision of buying a laptop because I bought this phone. Also, I know that the price of this phone is so over, but owning an Apple phone is much more than having an Android phone. So I made this decision because of an impulse. Also, some of my friends reviewed that this phone is so good, and finally I made the decision and bought a brand new iPhone. Also, after buying this phone, I felt like Apple is more better than using an Android phone. Previously, I had a Samsung phone. It's about 6 years I had started using it, and yeah, unfortunately, it died. And after having this iPhone, I feel like, yeah, it's a good user experience. Apple provide a variety of things for the users, and the refresh rate of the Apple phone is so high, and yeah, I feel so comfortable using this phone, right? I know that it's a little bit much more expensive, but yeah, it's okay for me. The quality of the photos was so high, which always tempted me to take a lot of pictures. But I was not a person who is take random pictures all the time. Yeah, I think it's.
And your time is up. Now, moving on to the third part of your speaking test.
Okay.
I will ask you a couple of questions related to the topic. Okay. Do you often buy more than you expect?
Definitely. Whenever I go to shopping, I will always make purchases more than my budget. I don't know why. Most of the time, I follow my impulse. That's why I always made a lot of purchase more than my budget.
Okay. What do you think young people spend most of their money on?
I think nowadays most of the youngsters spend money on accessories like mobile phone, headset, fashion. Like these things, most of the youngsters spend their money. Also, they also like to spend their monies on vehicles because they want to show something big on the society.
Okay. Do you think it is important to save money and why?
Yeah, I think it's really important to save money on a young age because we should have a bright future with a great wealth. So we have to save our money on a daily basis in order to have a savings. It's very important to having a savings to have a good future life.
Okay. Do you think these days people buy things that they don't need?
Yeah, mostly people prefer to buy things just because of an impulse, or I think mostly the people buy things by seeing that others are using the same things. So that's why they prefer to buy the most of the things. It's not because of their needs. They just follow their wants.
Okay, so do you think that is good or bad?
It's definitely bad. We should have only the needed things in our life.
Okay. Thank you, Vipin, and that's the end of your speaking test.
Okay, thank you.